Are you looking for the best Mac keyboards? In this video we will look at some of the 4 best keyboards on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Logitech MX Keys S for Mac. It's hard to keep up with Logitech's ever-growing MX range of keyboards, but the Logitech MX Keys S for Mac is its latest top-of-the-range wireless keyboard, priced at $109.99/£109.99. Its slimline, low-profile design is very smart and attractive, and available in either space gray or pale gray. It's the most solidly built Mac keyboard we have tested, and is capable of surviving some heavy-handed typing when it needs to. The MX Keys S for Mac is significantly cheaper than Apple's Magic Keyboard, from $179/£179, but also a lot more versatile, as it includes a dedicated set of buttons that allow you to pair it with 3 separate devices, including Macs, iPads, Windows PCs, and even Linux and Chrome devices. Look for the 4 Mac model as it offers a Mac-dedicated layout. The Command key is the giveaway when you want to ensure you have the regular Mac keyboard layout. There are different models for US and UK layouts, too. The original MX Keys was launched a few years ago, so this updated MX Keys S includes a number of new features, such as function keys that can be used to activate dictation on your Mac, open the emoji menu, or mute/unmute your microphone for video calls. The backlighting has been improved too, automatically reacting as you first move your hands onto the keyboard, and adjusting to suit the ambient light in the room around you. The backlight does drain the battery though. The keyboard can last for up to 5 months if you're not using the backlight, but this drops to around 10 days if you have the backlight on all the time. You can use the MX Keys S with any Mac, and it will work like a standard keyboard with a row of function keys that control settings such as brightness and volume, or activating Exposé. However, Logitech also provides an app, called Options Plus, which requires macOS 12 or later. This allows you to reprogram the various function keys to perform different tasks. It can also be configured to work with specific apps such as Photoshop or Premiere, which makes it a particularly good option for professional users who want to speed up work in their key apps. The app has also been updated for the MX Keys S, adding a new Smart Actions feature that works a bit like Apple's shortcuts, by allowing you to record a series of actions that can be triggered using a single key. At number 2. Satechi Slim W3. I've never understood the need to put batteries and Bluetooth into keyboards. After all, if a keyboard is just going to sit on your desk all the time, then it's both simpler and cheaper to opt for a straightforward USB connection instead. And, as this is a backlit keyboard, you don't have to worry about the backlight draining the battery either. Satechi is one of the few companies that still makes a good range of wired keyboards, such as the affordable Satechi Slim W3, which costs just £62.99/$69.99. Satechi has a strong background in the Mac market, making some recommended Mac Thunderbolt hubs and docks, which ensures that the W3 provides good Mac support too. The Slim W3 is aptly named, as it measures just 9.9 mm thick, and lies almost completely flat on your desk, although Satechi also includes a couple of small risers that you can stick onto the base of the keyboard if you want to increase the tilt a little. It's sturdily built too, with a tough aluminum panel that weighs 440 g, and the keys travel well given the slimline, low-profile design of the W3. The keyboard is quite large, measuring 420 mm wide and 115 mm deep, but it includes a numeric keypad, arrow keys, a set of navigation keys, and even manages to squeeze in no less than 19 function keys as well, just like Apple's more expensive Magic keyboards. Alternatively, if you want something a little more compact, then Satechi also makes a smaller wired model called the W1, costing $59.99/£53.99 that omits the numeric keypad and navigation keys, as well as a number of mechanical keyboards that are more suited to gaming or high-speed typing. The only disappointment is that Satechi is a very US-centric company, so its keyboards only offer US layouts. That's not too much of a problem for UK users, though, as you can still use standard commands such as Shift+3 to print the pound symbol, even though the US layout means that the 3 key is labeled with the hashtag symbol. But, if you need non-English layouts, then you'll need to look elsewhere. At number 3. Logitech K950 Signature Slim. At first glance, the K950 Signature Slim keyboard looks almost identical to Logitech's top-of-the-range MX Keys S, and the two keyboards do have many features in common. However, the K950 is intended to provide a more affordable option for home users and people who work from home. It's available in either graphite or white, and you can buy it on its own $4.79.99/£79.99 or as a combo, called the 950 Malawian kwaches, with a mouse included $4.99.99/£109.99. The layout of the two keyboards is the same, with the K950 including a row of function keys, arrow keys for navigation, and a numeric keypad. The lower price means that it's built out of more lightweight plastic, although it still feels sturdy and firm enough to cope with long hours of typing when you're at work. There's no backlight on the K950, and rather than having a rechargeable battery, it is powered by two AAA batteries. Logitech includes a set of batteries so that you can use it straight out of the box and, with no backlight to drain the power, it states that a single set of batteries should last for up to 3 years. The lack of backlight also means that you gain two extra function keys, as they're not required to turn the backlight up or down, which are now devoted to mission control and launchpad. The K950 is just as versatile as its more expensive counterpart, though. It can be used as a conventional Bluetooth keyboard, but Logitech also includes a USB wireless adapter as well, albeit with a USB-A interface, so some people may need an adapter for their Mac. And, like the MX Keys S, the K950 includes a special set of buttons that allow you to pair it with 3 different devices and quickly switch between them, including Macs, iPads, Windows PCs, Chrome and Linux. Most of the function keys work with the Mac automatically, but you can also use Logitech's Options Plus app, which requires macOS 12 or later, to reprogram the keys to suit the apps that you work with most. At number 4. Satechi SM1 Slim Mechanical Keyboard. Satechi's W3 is a full-size wired keyboard with a low-profile design that is primarily designed for use with Macs. In contrast, Satechi's SM1 is a more compact wireless keyboard with robust mechanical keys, and the ability to quickly switch between Mac and Windows modes as required. The SM1 has a 75% layout that consists of a simple QWERTY keyboard with a row of function keys, but lacks a separate numerical keypad. That keeps the size down to just 308mm wide and 119mm deep, so it doesn't take up very much desk space at all, and you could easily slip it into a backpack if you wanted to carry it around with you. It's solidly built, though, and uses brown keys that are smooth enough for fast typing whilst also providing good tactile feedback for gaming. Other types of mechanical keyboards can offer red and blue keys as well. It's also impressively versatile for such a compact keyboard. You can pair the SM1 with 4 separate devices and switch between them, and you have the option of connecting via Bluetooth, a USB wireless adapter that's included in the box, or simply opting for a wired USB-C connection, although the wireless adapter has a USB-A interface, so you may need an adapter for Macs that only have USB-C. There's a row of 12 function keys that support standard Mac commands for adjusting brightness and volume, and activating features such as mission control or spotlight. It has the standard command and option keys that you'd expect on a Mac keyboard, but you can switch between Mac and Windows modes with a quick shortcut, and Satechi even includes 3 spare keys for the Windows menu and Alt keys, so that Windows users can physically swap keys and feel more at home. The rechargeable battery lasts for up to 2 months if you're not using the backlight, although this drops to a modest 16.5 hours when using the backlight, which includes 14 eyeball-frazzling lighting patterns that can be controlled using a special lighting key. However, the keyboard has a sleep mode to conserve battery power by turning the backlight off if the keyboard hasn't been used for a while. I was also pleased to find that you can use the SM1 in wired mode as well, using the USB-C cable that is included in the box, whilst also recharging the battery at the same time. Just remember that Satechi only provides keyboards with a US layout, so there's no option that's suitable for non-English languages.